Hare and K, autophagy fasting. That's something I'm going to talk about today, so stick around. Hi, my name is Sachiaki Takamiya. I am the author of the Ikigai diet and the founder of this diet. All right, so I have made several videos on Hare and K intermittent fasting, where I practice 16 hours fasting. And today, I'd like to share with you what is called Hare and K autophagy fasting, where I practice 17 hours fasting. In the Hare and K intermittent fasting, I practiced 16 hours fast every day during the week from Monday to Friday, and on the weekend, I took a rest. I had 3 meals, right? And then usually on Monday, Wednesday, Friday, I had a plant-based diet. And on Tuesdays and Thursdays, I included fish in my diet. Yeah, partly because a nutritional reason, yeah. I could get more omega-3 fatty acid by eating fish. And on the weekend, I included some animal products in the diet, such as eggs, chicken, fish, and cheese. But for eggs and chicken, I chose a free-range eggs and free-range chicken. Yes. And now I am doing Hare and K autophagy fasting. Hare and K autophagy fasting is you fast for 17 hours every day during the week. And then on the weekend, you take a rest. Yeah. So the same style that you basically change from 16 hours to 17 hours from Monday to Friday. Yeah. And why do you want to do 17 hours fast instead of 16 hours fast? Now, according to Dr. Mindy Pelz, yeah, who is a famous doctor who has a very popular YouTube channel, and she specializes in fasting, and she gives tons of information about fasting, autophagy, and everything. So I recommend you that you watch her videos. Yeah. Now, so Dr. Mindy says that after 17 hours of fasting, autophagy is activated, or the activation of autophagy begins after 17 hours, right? And it continues all the way to 72 hours. So between 17 hours to 72 hours, autophagy is being activated, and it does the cellular repairing of all levels. Yeah, so at the 17 hours, it begins repairing some cells, but then the longer you fast, the more this repairing process continues to different levels of cells. Yeah. But again, different people have different views about when the activation of autophagy starts. Some say after 16 hours, yeah, or some even say after 4 hours. So I don't really know exactly how long you need to fast to activate autophagy. And I think 16 hours is okay. Yeah, many people say that autophagy is activated after 16 hours. So I don't think that is any problem. Yeah, but if you want to do any further, you can just try doing 17 hours fasting, right? And then according to Dr. Mindy, there are several benefits of doing 17 hours fasting. One has cellular detoxification and cellular repair, improved immune function, and cancer prevention, right? Okay, so how do you change from 16 hours to 17 hours? Now, what I did first was stretch 1 hour. So before, I finished eating dinner by 8 p.m. the night before, and the next day, I didn't eat until noon, right? So this time, instead of eating lunch at 12 noon, I had lunch at 1 o'clock. So I just stretched 1 hour, right? Yeah. And it was not so difficult because I practiced 16 hours fasting for 3 months. So I was getting used to, fasting in the morning. Yeah. So just 1 hour extra, wasn't too hard. Yeah. Well, in the beginning, it was still hard. So what I did was I went shopping. I went grocery shopping at 12 o'clock because, I need some like ingredients for my lunch. Yeah. And then usually it takes about 30 minutes to, go shopping and do everything and come back with the food, right? And then I start cooking lunch at 12:30. So by that time, the lunch is ready. It is around 1 o'clock. Yeah. So it's a good way to distract your attention from hunger. Yeah. Because when you sit in front of a computer, because I usually work in front of my computer all day. I do a lot of writing. Yeah. So when you are doing writing and when you start feeling the hunger, sometimes it is very difficult to fight with the hunger. But doing something else always distract me from hunger. So I go shopping, or maybe I do weeding, or I do cleaning, or something to just engage myself with something else. Yeah, that helps, right? But after doing that for maybe a month or so, I get used to doing it. So now I can stretch 1 hour while working on my computer. While I'm doing some writing, I can still do it now, right? So that one way. There's another way, and that is finish dinner by 7 p.m. So instead of finishing dinner by 8 p.m., you have dinner earlier, yeah? And in this way, you can have lunch at 12 o'clock the next day, and you still have 70 hours of not eating period. Because I usually go to bed at 11 p.m. So usually I don't get hungry after eating dinner. Yeah, whether I finish dinner at 7 p.m. or 8 p.m., it doesn't matter. I don't want to eat anything after that. Yeah, and then the morning time is the same. So I get up at 7 o'clock, and then I have 5 hours, of not eating period, which I can manage because I was able to do it when I practice 16 hours fasting. Yeah, so probably finishing dinner by 7 p.m. is easier in that sense because the morning waiting time is the same. Yeah, and then what I actually often did was, so I started finishing my dinner by 7 p.m., but I still had lunch at 1 o'clock anyway, because I was used to with this new system of stretching 1 hour. Yeah. And then so I ended up having 18 hours fasting. Yeah. And the longer you fast, the better it is. So sometimes I have 18 hours fast or 19 hours fast or even 20 hours fast. So that's even better. But at least I kept the 17 hours break between the dinner and the next day's lunch, right? And again, how you eat lunch is very crucial because you fasted for 17 hours and your blood sugar level is very low, so you don't want to eat carb fast. Yeah, the order of eating is vegetables first, next protein, finally carbs. Yeah, in this way you can avoid the blood sugar spike. right? And for just eating, so food to eat for lunch and dinner, mago ayasashi plus grains, beans, seeds and nuts, seaweeds, vegetables, fish, mushroom, potatoes, and grains. Yeah, again, Monday, Wednesday, Friday, I don't eat fish. Only on Tuesday and Thursdays, I have fish. Yeah. So this way, you can have good nutritional balance and diverse fiber to feed diverse gut microbiomes, right? And some people say, as long as you do the fast, you can eat anything. But in my opinion, what you eat during your lunch and dinner is very important, right? Okay, so, but I don't recommend that you do 17 hours fasting if you have never done any kind of fasting before. Start with a 16 hours fast because you don't want to do too much. The practicality is very important in the Ikigai diet. And if you start from 17 hours fast, maybe you won't be able to continue. Yeah, after a week or 2 weeks, you start feeling, oh God, it's too hard for me. Yeah, and I could do it because it was 16 hours, because I could just wait until 12 noon. It was doable, it was manageable, but it was until 1 o'clock, maybe I wouldn't have been able to do it. So start from 16 hours fast and do it for 3 months. Yeah, I always make a 3-month cycle. Yeah, do one style of intermittent fasting for 3 months, then take 1 week break, and then start the next phase. In the second phase, you can incorporate this 17 hours fasting if you like, because once you do the 3 months of the 16 hours fast, you get used to doing it. It becomes so much easier to shift to 17 hours fasting. Okay, so thank you for watching today. Again, my name is Sachiaki Takamiya, the author of the Ikigai diet. If you're interested in the optimal way of activating autophagy and the optimal way of feeding your diverse gut microbiomes, please read the book. And if you like this video, please give me your thumb up and subscribe to my channel. I'll see you in the next video. Live with your Ikigai.